can then load it up with herbicide. We'll have to come back to this field some other time. Because this field and the other soybean field are planted at the same time. This is a ways off being ready to harvest, so we've got at least one more growth stage to be able to deal with the weeds before then. Grass. I don't know about the grass fields though. If I remember rightly, this field 3, we did as hay, and that's now in the barn right by the entrance, used to feed the sheep. This field we did last week before last. We mowed this and stuck it all in that silage bunker at the end, which we're almost done with emptying. So that's worked out quite nicely. So we can run up the sides there. I think that should probably get covered easily. We can run across the top. That we should have the working width to do that. We'll follow it down the side, and then this bit of triangle here may be an issue, but we'll see how we go. I'll let the worker finish the major part of it. Where's money? Take that down to 325. VH Trucking, welcome to the stream. How's your Saturday going? Stop. Oh. In fact, what was I thinking there? Okay, so we will have some income tonight from the silage we sold. That'll be good for tomorrow. At least getting through part of tomorrow. Okay, I'm done with this guy doing his thing. Stop. Take it up to the corner and we'll run down this edge of the field. Go. Spray. Thank you. Oh, I just noticed the ground's not wet anymore, which is good because we shouldn't be spraying in the wet. So spraying this is the last fertilization job we've got for the year. We still have obviously the soybean fields to herbicide, the grass fields to herbicide, and then we can clean and service the sprayer, put that away till next year. I'm kind of hoping I'm not going to be using it that much. I may still have to spray a little bit because I don't think we've sold enough silage to make enough of the stuff it makes, digestate. Plus we need a digestate tank for next year. But I will be putting oilseed radish down in every arable field once it's been harvested. So that's one round of fertilization. The seeder carries fertilizer, so we'll be making the most of that as well. But I'm not fertilizing when I'm planting the oilseed radish, because I think that would be too much of a cheat, where you're fertilizing the oilseed radish, ploughing in the oilseed radish to get a second level of fertilization, and then fertilizing again when you plant the main crop. That's not really right, I think. So I'm only running fertilizer in the seeder when we do the main crop. We'll see how far the digestate goes. And hopefully that will cover at least one field. Although that's going to be a pain to ship back to the farm. And then what else do we need after that? Yeah, then seeding the main crop. And that'll be done. But the more fertilization I do at the beginning of the year, I may, at worst, need to bring this fertilizer out for one round of fertilization while the crops are growing. And I think for now I'll keep it around for herbicide as well, but we may look into getting a weeder as well to spot weed any of the fields as they're growing. We still haven't done that test to see if the weeder works when you've done a level of fertilization on a field. We know herbicide doesn't work if you just fertilize, so I can't now come back to this field with herbicide and kill the weeds. That doesn't work. I can go to the other soybean field because we haven't fertilized it this round. On the outside there may be a small triangle back behind me that still needs to be done, but there should be 100% coverage on this field now. And that's a good thing. Oh, there may be a little bit up at the top here as well. I think this field still needs ploughed, so we're going to have to plough this after we've harvested it. The other fields all got ploughed, so no more ploughing required on most of our fields until we start planting things like sugar beets or corn. Now, I'm not going to be doing corn as a corn. Yeah, just as I thought, there's that bit there. Going to line up to that, it's going to be interesting. I mean, eventually I might want to get into pigs. I might not do pigs on this playthrough, just leave it as a possibly primarily sheep farm with some cattle. Then go that way. but not do pigs at all. And I may do another playthrough with pigs as a thing that we do. Okay. I think on cruise control I actually took a good line on that, and we've got that covered. It's just guessing when it finishes. Oh, we're nearly out of fertilizer as well. That's it. I'll let the tanks run out. I don't see the point in having an IBC with 100 litres of liquid fertiliser in it. Although the grass will need to be fertilised again. Well, whatever. I got a ton of fertiliser back on the farm, so not like it's a big deal. And we can load this up with herbicide and get it ready for tomorrow's work. My day is farm sim so far. I have some desks to assemble later today. At least half of the desks for the office. Unfortunately, the other half of the desks for the office aren't going to fit. So I need to go and buy some more desks. But that's not happening because lockdown, and IKEA costs $100 to deliver, and they don't have any in stock anyway. And they can't deliver it for over a month. So, yeah, all of that put together, it was sort of, well, we're in lockdown for one more week? No? What? Since when? Good grief. People are going to be killing people at this rate. Seriously. I mean, we bought a house just before this lockdown happened. We got the floor replaced pretty much the day the lockdown came in. They finished the work, and next day, yeah, we're locking down the state for a month. So, okay, fine. We'll wait a month and then buy furniture. Oh no, we're going to lock you down for even more weeks. So, seriously, I've got nothing to sit on except an office chair. I'm seriously getting annoyed with, yeah, this whole situation. Especially the people who are complaining to the police that their neighbours' kids are playing in their backyard. It's sort of, yeah, stay away from other people. Not stay indoors and, you know, whatever. Oh, she's extended it one extra week because we were initially. Well, how long have we been locked down? 2 weeks now. We've been down 2 weeks? Yeah, because so Ohio said we're locking down for a week. And so it was sort of fine. So our state governor decides, Only 2 weeks? We can go 3. So, well, thank you very much. Yeah, we're going to leave that herbicide. Okay, well, it's still daylight, so I'm going to take this up. Did we brought them in the back? That's fine. So, well, maybe we need to take a trip down to Texas then, because apparently furniture is essential in Texas. But then is Texas locked down yet, or are they still saying, look, use your own common sense? Huh? Oh. This is going to check on whether Texas allows people to use their own common sense, or whether they're locked down till May the 4th. Jeez, Star Wars Day. Good grief. Well, my company is essential. It's actually, we do metals and plastics. And so the essentialness of us is, we had a very nice letter off a medical supplies company, which basically said, we're really grateful that you're still open, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to make... that doesn't look like it's working. Let's go find me some... You can't go to a bar or a restaurant or the doctor. Oh yeah, good. Hey doc, I'm feeling really sick. Oh yeah, now our Best Buy is open for curbside pickup. Okay, that is working. So you do your order online, say I'm going to pick it up from my local Best Buy, tell you the address of the local Best Buy, you turn up, and they'll run it out to your car, and done. But of course Best Buy is important because they sell cell phones and other sorts of phones and network cables and computer equipment, so you can stay online and all that sort of stuff. So sort of things people kind of need. Batteries for your wireless mouses and keyboards and stuff. Okay, so this is working. But IKEA has deemed themselves as not essential. Up until they went lockdown, they were closed, but you could do a curbside delivery or curbside pickup. But since Ohio went into lockdown, IKEA's in lockdown too, so nothing going on there. But again, it's stupid people. Yeah. Oh, we're in lockdown. Let's have a barbecue with all our friends over. No! You're in lockdown. Have a barbecue with the rest of your family. Stop being stupid. Then we can all use our common sense as to what we're doing. But when you get stupid people who can't follow advice, it then becomes mandated. That's, yeah. I mean, I was hearing yesterday some kid out in California was out on his paddleboard in the sea, easily more than 6 feet from anything except fishes, and he goes and gets himself arrested because, well, we're in lockdown, you're not allowed to do stuff. You've got city mayors and governors encouraging people to snitch on their friends and family that aren't obeying lockdown. And it's, If you leave it to common sense, okay, I'm in lockdown. That means I can go for a walk in my backyard. I can cut my grass. I can have a barbecue. I can eat my lunch on the patio table out in my backyard and enjoy the weather. And then you have annoying little busybodies who decide, oh, he's not indoors. We're not in prison, people. Oops. How does that field look now? Where are we? Here. There's still spots. Better than it was, though. Give it that much. It's very difficult to spot these weeds at times. Doopy-doopy-doo. Oh, that is awesome. I mean, for the most part, you can't stop the kids, people going into the store with their kids. Because how do you know that's not a single parent and my only option is to bring my kids with me? But, spirit of the suggestions would be you kind of don't take your kids with you and you only go one person. Because, you want as few people out as possible running into everyone else. So I heard today Walmart are basically, one entrance into Walmart is open and they're going to let 5 people per 1,000 foot of space inside Walmart. So, obviously 180,000 foot Walmart, you can have 900 people in there. But as soon as they get to 900 people inside, okay, you have to queue up 6 foot apart out the front until one person comes out, and then one person can go in. And then they're also suggesting that they're going to be doing one-way aisles. So, if you're comparing soups and you've walked past Campbell's Soups and you want to go back to Campbell's Soups, you're going to have to go up the next aisle and back round again. Sort of. And who's policing these one-way aisles? I mean, I'm generally okay. I mean, I've worked from home for getting on for 4 years now, and I've just found out that I could get a 0.5% tax refund for those 4 years because I don't work in a city that has city taxes, although I'm being withheld as a non-resident of that city who works in that city. So 0.5% tax per year, I could have that back. Because we've just been told, since we're all working from home now, that we should keep track of how many days we work from home, all of them, and put that on our tax return and get refunded our city taxes. So I may be filing some tax amendments this coming year. So this field is quite... I'm not going to worry about those 2 bits, that's fine. This field is a fair amount on the front. Well, probably just do a spot. Spot run rather than full coverage. Because frankly, grass, you harvest grass 3 times a year. It's not as what's the word for it? Not as efficient as a field. You cover a full field, and that field is protected from weeds until you harvest it, which is a complete year. But grass, it'll be protected until the next harvest, and you harvest once a quarter. We kind of need to deal with as many weeds as we can on this field because they're getting a little bit out of control. That field there with the soybeans in, I will probably do it as a full coverage, but I'll run GPS to do it. Question is I'm going to have time over the next, well, I should have time over the next couple of days because we're going to have some harvesting to do. As far as weed care on these fields, I should probably consider something like a tiny sprayer. Because we're using up a lot of herbicide across the width of this field that really isn't doing us any use. I think there's a patch here. Tiny patch. There we go. Oh. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, we'll run over here, do this bit, and then do the bit over by the trough before we leave. Never mind. Where's the rest of the field? Over there. Okay. But part of the problem with furniture is you kind of need to go and sit on it to decide whether you like it or not. Buying furniture off the internet, unless it's a desk, isn't the best idea, I think. I mean, even with buying the desks, we actually went to IKEA to look at them and figure it out. Is that what we actually wanted? And then we went and ordered them online. It's still $100 to deliver. It's crazy. Emily just 108. Welcome to the stream and good morning. How is your Saturday going? I can turn that off again. Oh, I missed. I'm sure I missed some over there. Yeah. Okay, how are we doing now? If we head diagonally across through the tree from the corner. This tractor is a Valtra S, 190 horsepower, currently fitted with narrow wheels because we're using it as our spraying tractor. It's a mod, it's not in the in-game Valtra S. And so it has more engine options, more tyre options, and fewer colour options, but apparently the colours are those that Valtra supply their tractors in. So this is a very fetching metallic silver. I think there's about half a dozen colours: black, green, red, blue, yellow, orange, maybe. and they all come in, and grey, and they all come in flat or metallic colours. So we're running a silver one. Unfortunately, you can't get front loader arms to match. So it also needs to be cleaned. So we might do that when we get back to the yard. How's the field looking now? I did use the A models back in Osa Family Farm with Mrs. Osa. We had a pair of Valtra A's, I believe a blue one and a yellow one. The yellow one looked kind of gold because we went metallic colours. Okay, that's not a thing. Oops. Oh, there's our errant weed just in front of us. Yeah, within the mod pack, the Valtra A comes with